What's going on, everyone? It's Jordan with Scale Science, and we are live for Friday night. And it's not Friday, it's Thursday. I just realized. We got a very special guest in the house with us tonight. First, I'm going to introduce everyone co-guesting with us. First up, we got Matt.
What up,
What up,
aka
Matt?
Golden Jesus? Got the Enduro on the bench this evening.
Very nice.
Life.
Life, you know. We got Andy back with us this week again, doing some mods
How's
on
it going?
the new YD2 chassis, it looks like.
Yep.
Awesome, man. Great to have you. Randall, what's up, bro?
What up, what up, what up? How you doing, man? How's everybody doing
Doing
tonight?
excellent. Doing great, doing great. All right. And lastly, we got our very special guest, Brian. Want to welcome you to the show, man.
What's going on? What's going on? Pleasure to be here.
Absolutely, man. Great. Man, I love that picture. It's
Yeah, I mean,
great.
it's definitely one of my favorites for sure. Tyler did a bang-up job with that.
Definitely. Shout out to Tyler Zavadil over at RC Drag Talk, man. Doing
Yep.
awesome shots with your cars. Always out getting it.
Definitely.
Awesome, man. Well, I want to welcome everyone out there on YouTube watching along with us. What's up, Vincel? What's up, Greg? What's up, Cole? How you guys doing, man? We got our hanging out. I want to give a shout out this week too to Team Zero Max for being our sponsor. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram, zeromaxrc.co.uk. Get yourself some custom liveries done up for your drift cars and anything else you can dream up.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah. So, Brian, for anyone out there that may not know who you are, give us a little background of yourself, man.
So, Brian Almeida, known as the Scale King. We'll start with that, actually. So, the Scale King actually was a name that was given to me by two of my customers about a year after I started the business about 6 years ago. This October will be 6 years. So we were just like, shooting the, I don't know if I could use PG, if I'm supposed to use PG language or not, but I'll try my best because I got a potty mouth. So I apologize in advance if something slips up. But we were just, going back and forth, and they were like, man, you're like so good at this, man. You're like some kind of like royal, you're like the Scale King. And it just stuck. Ever since that day, it just stuck. Prior to that, had one-to-one shop. I did a lot of performance builds, mainly imports. Then I got into the bikes. I still have my car and my motorcycle. Did the hot rod thing. That was cool for a bit. But honestly, I got tired of everybody having caviar taste with Pizza Hut money. So it just got really annoying when people would come in and be like, hey, I want this $10,000 lowrider paint job with, 24 karat gold flakes and emeralds and diamonds, but I only got $300. And it's like, no. So the RC has been a passion of mine since I was a kid. My hobby in general as a child, I strongly remember trains. HO trains. From that, I just grew the love of building scenery, building the little towns, like that one scene in Beetlejuice where you got like the little town in the attic. Like that's like my paradise right there. Like I lost my mind with that.
Oh, yeah.
So the RC thing was always just a hobby, period. And one of my very first, I guess, brand RCs was actually the first gen, like the OG Stampede from Traxxas. And
Okay.
a few years later, I think it was like fast lane machines came out with like all these aluminum hop ups, and you could convert it to a 1/8 scale. And I did all that stuff because I didn't know any better. And then I hit a bump. I got a few cartwheels, and it was like, yeah, aluminum doesn't really bend back. So, yeah. So, and then one day I just came home. I had just purchased my Snap-on toolbox, and they gave me the little 1/6 scale toolbox. And I was like, man, this toolbox is pretty cool. It would be a lot cooler if I took the toolbox and made it to fit with my car. So I made the first toolbox out of styrene, put my little Snap-on logo I cut by hand, put it online. Hey guys, check out the Snap-on toolbox I made. People are like, you selling it? No. Hey, how much? Not for sale. How much? Not for sale. I got asked like 10 times. And then I just threw out a number. I'm like $75. One guy's like, I'll take it. And I'm like, oh man, I guess I got to sell it now. So then I made another one. Then another guy, I'll take it for 75. And I'm like, man, these things take me like 6.5 hours. 75 is kind of cheap. $100. I'll take it. And now I'm like, okay, I can probably make some money with this. However, I need to make it faster. So I did those hand ones for a while, for about 6 months, but it got real taxing material. Just then the paint and all that stuff. It was like, oh man. So I started doing research and came across, 3D printers. This is pretty cool. Checked out MakerBot. At the time, these things were like open source. They were the greatest thing since sliced bread. So I go in, I get my loan out. I pay almost like $3,600 for this thing that you can get now for like $300. It's crazy. And I thought it was the greatest thing ever. I designed the most rudimentary cube-looking milk crate, and it was disgusting, honestly, to say the least. It looked like it came out with a Google pen. And I thought it was the greatest thing ever. I started pumping out milk crates like I was about to start milking some cows. And it just kind of exploded from there. It was like, sky's the limit. What can I make? What would I want that nobody has? So I started doing the motors, and then bigger companies like RC 4-wheel drive came out with the metal version, which was cool. And then I expanded on that one as well. But now I have 32 motors in my lineup with another 8 that should have came out, but the Coronas decided to slow things down, so they had to postpone some releases. The parachute that everybody's losing their mind over, that thing had been in development for well over a year, and people like Tyler and a few others got to see this thing like 6-7 months ago, and they were like, dude, just put it out. And I'm like, no, they're not ready, and I did 100 in my first batch, I believe, and I sold those things out before I could even, look backwards, type of deal. And I didn't
hit enter.
So, that was really cool. The functional one, the cat's already out of the hat. It's been finished already. I'm just not releasing it yet because I want to make sure that I have enough inventory, because I know on new releases, the last thing we want is to order it today and then you're waiting 6 months for it. It sucks.
Yep.
So,
Definitely.
aside, before then, I'm also a tattoo artist on the side. I'm also an artist. I have a college degree in illustration. I went to School of Visual Arts in Manhattan for 4 years, which totally sucked walking in New York City every day. It was terrible. And I've always just been artistic. I like creating. I like designing. The 3D printer for me is more of a tool than an actual like RC accessory. You learn so much, and I'm constantly learning every day. I'm self-taught when it comes to the 3D printing stuff. I started with one printer, obviously. I'm at 32 right now, and I'm definitely ordering more because I have to keep up with the demand. Before anybody asks, the hole on the wall back here is totally intentional. It's actually funny because a real good friend of mine, Tony, I used to have, when I would do my live feeds back when Facebook was kind of cool and you can play music and not get like banned. I had a hole in my ceiling And people would be like, dude, patch it up. And I'm like, nah, that's my stress hole. Like, I'd punch the ceiling when I'd get mad. And it just stuck there. So the background is like light blue, dark blue, because to my right and to my left are two really big, like 8x8 foot areas that I have my crushed rubber that I'm going to start doing like a YouTube video channel kind of thing with my construction equipment, and where I can test them and build them for customers. So this was like the whole, skyline type of thing. And then we were going to do some mountains in the back and whatever. And that hole originally was for an exhaust fan, but I ended up putting it on the other side, and I didn't need to have an opening here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to clean that thing up back there, and I'm going to make it look like the opening of a bridge, and then put like, barricades, like do not cross, or, with the flashing lights and stuff, just as like an ice, like something to look at,
Super cool.
So I like being creative like that. I like taking weird spaces and doing stuff with it, or taking junk and turning it into, a piece of artwork,
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, that's cool. That's super cool.
So, and I started Exclusive RC September, actually, officially October 15th, 6 years ago it'll be. And I actually messed up because last year I thought it was my 4th year. And I'm talking to my buddy Steve, who does my website. Shout out to RC Rock Crawl. I was like, man, I can't wait till next year. 5 years is going to be awesome. We're going to do some giveaways. And then it's like, oh, shit, 5 year already passed. I kind of missed that one. So we'll make it up next year.
Yeah, the 6 year. I mean, the 6 year is always the best one, man. Didn't you know that?
Right?
For sure. Gotta be.
We'll make it that way. Listen, 2020 was my year, but now 2021 has taken its place. So
needs to, damn it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. 2021. Get it.
Don't even get me started on that crap.
Very well. Very well. All right, guys. Tonight up in the news. What do we have tonight?
Breaking news.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, we've got a second color for the Scale Science liveries for pre-order. This is going to be with a gold foil. So all the hair treatments and the little pieces in the back, as well as all the logos, will have a gold, like, stroked embellishment on it. So they're going to look sweet, man. Can't wait. They're available online on our website right now. We have also added a individual die cut sticker on there. You get 2 in a kit for $5. We'll mail them to your house for that, and they look pretty rad. They're ready for outdoor too, so you can slap one on the car, toolbox, wherever you want to get it. Next up in the news tonight, Proline drops the 70s rock van body.
Yes. And it's longer wheelbase. So it's not like the lunchbox. It's not all small like the lunchbox. So it'll be proper size.
I was a little nose because I was kind of hoping that they weren't gonna Snoopy the nose out so much, because if it were back maybe a quarter of an inch, there could be so many grill options that I could make to make it look like a Dodge or a Ford or a Chevy, and I can still do that, but it just, the slant just looks so off to me right there with the windshield where it meets and everything. And I understand why for molding purposes, but it throws me off. It kind of looks like I'm staring at the back of like a hatchback or something,
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the back end of a Volvo or something.
Yep.
You can create some like sick post-apocalyptic vehicles with it. I can see coming with it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to put free candy on the side of it, honestly.
Same.
Or like make the
100%
side
same,
door
bro.
open up and have it be like a disco inside. Have it like doors slides open. Yes, exactly.
Doors pop open,
Look at,
smoke
like,
machine
Kelso's
turns
van.
on.
You got to have a furry wall too.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yes.
The whole
Everywhere.
inside, bro.
Yeah. Furry wall.
I definitely like the retro styling they did with the photos too. That's cool.
Yeah, that is. That is.
Pretty good price point too for a body. I mean, I definitely think it's going to encourage lots of scale detail potentials. I mean, I think it even kind of has the potential maybe as like a cool, different overland vehicle or something.
Is it still black? Oh no, it is clear. Okay.
Well, you know, the best part about this too is the monster truck guys are gonna love it because they've been wanting a van forever. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, I hope they do like a old school Ford Astro van. I forget what monster truck was the Astro van.
Oh, damn it! I was just talking about it the other day. It'll come to me.
I would still buy an Astro van to this day. Like, if I saw one in good shape for the right price, I'd be like, yes, buy you now. You're getting like a 4-inch lift, and it's done.
Yep. I ain't even embarrassed about it.
Safari too, or no?
Oh yeah, I would take a Safari for sure.
It's gotta be all-wheel. It's gotta be all-wheel drive though.
Even like the Econo line, like all-wheel drive Econo lines,
Yeah.
hell yes. Put my rooftop tent on top and call it good.
So,
By the way, I totally love that everybody's in like their own element and everyone's got their own version of chaos going on because I'm like shit, I can't find a banner and it looks terrible behind me and what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely
cool every week.
right. We don't have the cool backgrounds like the Hoonigan guys do yet, but hopefully coming soon. We just
Word yet.
we need to get sponsored, man. Maybe we need to make one of those Patreon pages or something.
Why not?
For real, let's do it.
Yeah.
y'all don't see the chaos behind me though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, yours is green screen. It's
You'll
cool.
be up there being a weatherman for all we know, man. We don't know what you're doing.
It's just
All right. Well, without further ado, guys, if you are and this one kind of throws me off, but my mic mutes me while I play these videos for you guys, so I can't respond if you say something to me, but I got them with sound for everybody out there tonight, so I'll pat myself on the back. Good job, man. Took you 9
Good job,
weeks.
buddy. Super cool.
Our first one up tonight, Randall, I think you're going to dig it.
Yes, please. Yes.
Last week, see, I was telling you guys we're using like pieces of jeans and something on their spur gear. They were doing something like that and making like inline 4 sounds, but you got me with the burrito sounds. We gotta do
You know what that reminds me of? Putting the baseball or the playing card on your bike spoke.
Yes.
Baseball card for sure.
Right. Like
That
if you
sucks.
didn't
I
do the
couldn't
baseball
see or
card-
hear any of that.
Oh,
No?
No.
stupid
All right.
iPhone.
if anyone
I
else
heard
had the
Elliot
issue,
talking.
here I got a backup. I'll throw the link out there for everybody in the chat just in
Okay.
case.
You heard no braps? You heard no braps?
No braps.
I didn't hear anything. I saw a picture of a table for a couple seconds and then just a black screen and Elliot saying, yes, 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 and then breathing real hard a few times. And that's all I heard.
Oh,
No,
man.
fool, this fool was hitting his
Yo,
braps.
I mute myself all the time, homie. Constantly
Right?
muting myself.
Me
I
too.
still heard you.
Definitely. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool, like getting those engine sounds. I know a lot of the like electronic ones have left me disappointed, at least when hearing them online versus hearing them in person. They always sound different, so it's hard to tell which one you're gonna like the best. It's almost like the cheesier they sound online, the better they have sounded to me in person, and vice versa. Oddly enough.
Yeah, the sound units for me, the better ones are always the ones that mimic like the diesel motors or like for the construction equipment and stuff. Those are good. And I got a Connect now that I get them relatively cheap because back in the day they were $300-$400 a pop. I mean, if you go buy a Tamiya MFU, you're still paying upwards of $300, and that thing is prehistoric, but it sounds like super crisp and clear, amazing. The vibration unit goes really well with it. It works good. It works very well. I wish they would update it with new tech so it wouldn't be like putting a 6-pound brick in a 2-pound bag, you know? But yeah, it's very good. It's very expensive. But these sound units that they're making now, like RC 4-wheel drive cells, you can get those overseas like for $150, and it's like speaker, the sound unit, and they sound really good.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I know our local shop, Colpar, they sell a little sound box. I haven't heard it yet, but they sell one for like $80. I've been interested, but like everybody that knows me know about that DIY. So like if I can get
It's probably the ESS one.
If I can get rotor wraps from a piece of styrofoam, let's do it.
Hell of the yes. All right, guys, and I also have another clip. Super Scale 2020 is back.
Ooh. Hold up. Let me get this screw out, and then I'll pay attention.
I don't know. I've always had a soft spot for the Blues Brothers movies, so I think that's cool as hell. Seeing that little thing cruising around there is pretty sweet.
I like how the body sways, you know? It looks super scale.
I love it.
I want to see that. Like, I want that kind of system on something and take it around my track or just somewhere outside and just.
Right? Or, I mean, the question lies in that system is a bumpy asphalt road too much for it?
I don't think so.
You know?
If it's on like gyros and servos and stuff, I mean, it should be all right. Our gyros are fine on it. In theory.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I kind of want to spend the money on it, but I don't really have it.
I don't know how you want to crash that.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Take it YOLO.
God. I like this guy.
Don't crash it.
Jordan.
People legit get upset at me when they're like, you wrecked that body you built? What? Like,
that's
like my coveted hard body pit bully power wagon?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this thing is like, hold on, let me get the spotlight.
Ooh, killing it.
Bam. It's like beat to crap. Like my exhausts are bent.
Good.
They're all
It looks good,
tarnished and stuff. But like now, what I'm gonna do is where it started like chipping, I'm gonna literally just go in there and brush it on, like brush it in to look like it's just starting to rust.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's super cool.
I love weathering.
Was that a 3D printed body there?
No, actually, a buddy of mine, Scott Lempert, very talented dude. I was in Portugal at the time at an RC event, and I'm like, man, this was when I was like pushing to do the Power Wagon. I was telling everybody they need to come out with a Power Wagon Body Pro. I needs to make a better one than that old 4-door they had, and I was begging for it for years. And then I'm like, man, we need to make one, but I want to do like the top a little chopped, just a little lower because I want to put stacks on it. And he started to build for me, and I'm like, listen, do the general shape, but leave it kind of beat up because I want it to look like a resto mod when I get it. Like I'm actually sitting there making it smooth. And he tried some new techniques on the roof at the time that didn't work. And when I was sanding, I had no idea that he had structured it with struts versus like making it with 2 pieces or a thicker sheet and just kind of heating it up. So as I'm sanding, I'm like, man, this is really soft. And then my finger went right through the roof, and I'm like, oh, shoot. So then he's like, oh, I didn't know. And I was like, yeah, I was block sanding it because I wanted it to be perfect. But then I reinforced the hell out of it. And like, I mean, this thing now is like robust. But yeah, no, it's all scratch built and, 3D printed accessories that I made for it, interior and stuff like that. But, yeah, it's just a lot of custom stuff and a lot of crap that I've had to replace that I've broken. But I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I build my vehicles to use them.
Yes, I do.
That's always a good plan. Always a good plan. If you can't have fun with it, why have it?
Exactly.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Like if
Right
you
on,
haven't
guys.
played with it in a year, then you should sell it.
Right.
My problem is I get attached to things. I get separation anxiety when I have to like give a bill to a customer that already paid for it, and I'm like, man, should I run away? Like, should I just disappear? And it's like, damn, it's like giving away a child,
Like this thing, my first drift car. I don't want to get rid of it, but like, it's sad.
Yeah.
The D3 that you've been offering me for like 3 years, and then you never bring it because, like you just said, you're attached to it.
I know. Yep. Those words.
Like,
You got it.
Well, I got it at the house. I didn't want it. Well, okay, nah. It's at the house. It's still at the house.
Right.
I'm
I forgot.
gonna put it back together.
Right on, guys. Well, if you're ready, let's do our Mad Science shout outs.
What?
So, no. Next thing over there, I could have got the megaphone,
Bruh.
We need the sound effects. All right, 3, 2, 1. So, let me do a little background here. This is a quarter scale Eleanor replica.
One of the most beautiful models I've ever seen.
I like
All right.
Dude, I don't know. I saw that movie at a time in my life when it was easy to fall in love with any car that was put in front of you, and I've always loved that freaking car.
My wife got a hard on for that car too.
I don't know. Brian, like I had a Ranger back when I was in high school, like a couple years after the Nicolas Cage movies came out, and I wanted to make that fascia fit on like a Ranger and make a Ranger kind of look like a Lightning almost. Just give it like a really aggressive kind of like Lightning look, but never did it, of course. Just a dream.
Do it.
Man,
Do it. Send it.
Do it.
Now that I got a 3D printer, man, I would actually be super tempted because I could make that thing so much easier.
There you go.
Bruh.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. OJ, man, this is a sweet build. I can't wait to see what kind of motor you put in this freaking thing, and I hope it rips.
I hope
Little
it's
scale
electric.
V8. I hope it's a scale V8.
Yes.
That's just me,
Oh, man.
though.
Those things are like $3,500.
Yeah, I mean, with the quarter scale Eleanor replica, though, I don't think he's too worried about the cash flow.
I watched some dude on YouTube that mills and machines his own V8 engines and stuff.
Okay.
Like cut the middleman out.
There's a guy that he recreates motors that are completely functional, including the like pistons and rods. And so you could take those and essentially start casting stuff and milling stuff. And instead of doing G code, you could do your F code. And so like be super rad to start doing that.
That would be awesome.
Oh,
I really like this one. I'm interested to see where he goes with like the belts and stuff. Brian, like, can I ask you a question in how you would approach something like putting a belt on it? What would you do?
So my approach to everything that I do is if I can incorporate at least one aspect of reality, I have to. So for example, there, I'm making sure that this thing has wires for the firing order or metal wires, or the belt itself, it has to be either a ribbon or a rubber band, because I don't want it to be printed. I want that to feel like it should, like a rubber belt.
Yeah.
If there's bolts, I don't usually like to print a nut or a bolt. I like to just print the hole so I can run a screw and then give the customer the option to put scale hardware or just stainless steel bolts that just take it to the next level. So anything that I can incorporate to make it a little more realistic, the better. Another thing too is there's so many talented people out there now that are 3D print either for themselves or starting little businesses too, doing the motors and stuff. And I've seen some motors that I'm like, wow, that's pretty impressive. Like, I call a spade, whether I like it or not. If it looks good, it looks good. I also get a lot of people that are like, oh, the Scale King, but this guy's is more detailed or is more this or more that. But you're also paying more, and you're also spending more, and you're also having to paint it yourself and build it yourself. And it's really a battle for myself between like the OCD, ACD, LMNOP, the whole alphabet side of me. Like, it has to be true to scale, every millimeter, every nut, bolt, nook and cranny, but it's going to be like $400 when it's done. Or do I not necessarily cut corners, but do I kind of not make it as detailed, or maybe not do that as detailed
hold up.
so that I can make it affordable for the end consumer to have a lot of money,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. This one was impressive. I like just the theme behind this one. Low crawler.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Pretty cool. 3D printed body, 3D printed motor. More details, I guess, coming, but just really cool layout on that crawler. I think it's
that's one thing that haven't done yet in my whole arsenal of things I've built and designed and created. I haven't messed with the hot rod, like that style, or like the King Hauler cab chopped and stretched, and I haven't messed with that because I'm afraid to. And the reason I'm afraid to is because I'm the rabbit hole guy. I go looking for rabbit holes, and I jump so deep into things and then I might be coming out with 600 new items for just this class alone, which isn't a bad thing. But when your head is supposed to be somewhere else and now you want to be somewhere else, it kind of doesn't work.
Yep.
I feel it. I still want to build a rat rod myself.
Oh, I'm going to one day, just not today.
Maybe tomorrow. We'll check that.
I'll start one and then start another project 2 weeks later.
Yep, exactly.
See, I do that with myself because I see, okay, perfect example. Behind me here I've been wanting to build this thing for 6 years now.
Yeah.
Oh, we were just talking about this last week.
Okay. So I've been wanting to build this M1070 forever. It's my favorite military vehicle. And what's better than an 8x8 semi truck that can haul like anything, you know? So Gio was like a brother from a different mother, who also works for me, and like he's like my best friend, you know, the guys with me. I'm probably with him more than I am with my own wife. And she's probably laughing now if she's watching, or she will when she hears it. But, we both have this affliction for military stuff. I love the whole military thing. I love just everything about it. I mean, like, this is a 1/3 scale fast helm that I'm doing for a company. I'm doing 200 of these, and like they're gonna have legit straps and everything. So like I love everything that's military based, and at the time there really wasn't anything on the market. It was all custom built, and I was custom building other vehicles that people wanted, because at the time I was trying to blow my business up, let people know, hey, I'm such and such, and these are my skill sets. You know, if you guys want my work, I'm here. So the first year of my business, I built a lot of the builds I sent you the pictures of, those caterpillars and all that stuff. I built 12 major builds in 1 year. So technically, if you want to be technical, in every month I finished one of those massive builds from start to finish. I'm sure you can imagine it was very taxing on me mentally. I had weeks that I didn't sleep at all because I got to get it done. I got to get it done. And in a way, it kind of paid itself off, because the dump truck and the CT660, both the pair, got me on the cover of RC Trucking magazine a few years back, and the 4-page spread. So I wanted to do this, but then it got to that point where now I'm getting jobs, and do I do this for free and technically costing me money because I should be working on a customer's build, or do I do customer's build and I never do my stuff? Well, I told myself I have to have some me time too, so I have to, instead of scheduling 4 or 5 customers, I'll schedule maybe 3, so I can have that extra space to kind of work on my own stuff. So I said to myself, you know what? Let me measure this. I got this HG Oshkosh Hemet that they got. The tires are 10 millimeters shorter, but the axles are about right. You know what? I can probably mod this thing and do this relatively quickly. No. So the business side of me pops in, and, well, what if Joe Blow wants one tomorrow? Are you going to scratch build everything again? Are you going to have it where it's a little bit easier to kind of reproduce and spend a little less time to make it? So, dude, I started designing the body, the rivets. I started designing all the stuff. I'm like, honestly, the axles on this thing suck. You can't get parts for them. I ended up finding out that the answer to my problems was right in front of my face the whole time. The UMG 10 tires, the MP45s or MT45s, they're nearly identical tread pattern, and they're the exact size, width, height, everything that I need. The only thing that's off on it is, true to scale, the rim should be 2 inches, or a 2.2, well, not really 2.2, 2 inches. So 1.9, you lose that 0.1, but it's better than nothing. And I'm just gonna go with the STX internals and make the axles look exactly like. So my whole thing is to literally look like I took the scale model, glued this thing up, and it works. Full interior, full dash capabilities, a bunch of Arduino stuff in here, winches that'll pull me on a skateboard. This thing is going to be 12th scale because, unfortunately, Cross RC decided that 110 scale wasn't cool, or 114 scale, so let's make all our stuff in 112 scale. And a military nut like me has a Mammoth. Gio's got the Ural. We got the Howitzer, the Deuce and a Half. We got all these rigs, and now I'm torn. Do I make a 110 scale M1070? Do I make a 114, or do I just stay within the 12 scale and do it that way? So that's what I'm going to do, stay within the military thing. But I told myself, I'm like, you know what? If I can work on my personal build, like maybe a half hour to an hour a day, I'll probably get this thing done in a few months, but I'll be happy when it's done. And it'll be like a labor of love, and I've been wanting to do it for a while, so I'm gonna do it.
Nice. Nice, man.
Yep.
All right, guys. Last up tonight, wanted to give a shout out to this page I was perusing this week. You already know, awesome. If not, Print for RC on Facebook. Tons of really cool projects, man.
Sick.
Oh yeah.
I love seeing the different stuff people are wanting and coming up with and using and modeling and whatnot. That's where I found that guy. Found a few of the features tonight on here, actually. That Mustang was in here.
Very cool.
Pretty cool stuff. Anyway, so if you guys are looking for a cool little 3D printing RC outlet, check out the Print for RC Facebook page.
Very, very
Next
cool.
up tonight, we got mail call.
What?
I thought you guys were supposed to do like a little jingle, like Blue's Clues or something, you know?
Wag your tail when it comes, it never fails. I want to yell, man.
Mail.
Random
go.
did it.
Well, that shit's been stuck
All
in my
right.
head since I was a kid. Like, I know that shit on command. It's something like, if someone
Oh, me too, but I didn't want to admit it.
I'll be like, "Ooh, I got that! I got the Blues mail."
First up tonight was the LED kit for our team body build off from ACRC LED kits. Custom made with the different colors I asked for in the orientations I needed for front and rear, all wired up nice and tidy with bolt meter, and it also comes
Gunny's covering that.
2S battery.
Yeah. Super
Thank you,
duper.
Matt.
No problem.
Does it plug into the balance port
It
of the
can.
2-cell battery?
Yes, it does.
I'm
And-
so jelly that I did not jump in on that.
Yeah, if you guys want to check them out, get on Instagram. I mean, he's got a ton of cool projects going on with different lights and scale accessories for drift cars.
Message
He
him through
makes all that
Instagram.
LED kits. Yep, message him through Instagram.
Super.
Take your order, and he does some 3D printing and some other stuff too. So
I'll have to check him out.
definitely cool stuff. I love the star ones. Gave me some ideas.
What? Man, get out of here with those ideas, bro.
And after much ado, I think it's been 3 weeks since ordering, so better than I expected. But the Fast Tech Razor D1 has arrived. It actually arrived before the chassis, so hallelujah. Man,
Nice. Here's the back of
Like-
one.
let's check it out. Hold on, Andy.
Yeah.
Show off.
Oh, and the side.
How did you like that thing on your other build?
It was good after I figured out how to tune it,
Oh, cool.
but having it upside down
Having some
is
questions.
key.
Ah.
Upside down, you say.
Because you have to tap your phone on the back of it to program it.
Oh, that's
Oh,
jank.
okay.
That's
So
so,
you-
So
weird.
it
You
sucked
guys are
on my other
are
one.
looking to drift, right?
Yeah.
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 You guys know DJ?
No?
DJ from Florida, Slayball, I think is how you pronounce his last name. He's big into the
Yeah.
drift scene.
Baba,
Slava. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Real good buddy of mine. He's also a team driver. Well, I should say is still, even though technically I don't really push the team driver thing anymore. I kind of really haven't, because it's never really been a team driver thing for me. It's been more of like a family thing, because I never really brought in people that I don't meet in person or get to chop it up with. He was an exception because he just came off as a cool dude. Met him a few years back just via Facebook, and we chopped it up. And I had the Datsun pickup made. That was the reason it came out. I did all the accessories for it. I did a whole bunch of scale accessories for the drift scene, seats, seat belts, harnesses, the whole nine. And I've been telling DJ, I'm going to send you this. I'm going to send you this. I'm going to send you this for like probably over a year now. I have brand new in the box. It was one of those limited edition carbon fiber OMG chassis.
Oh, man.
I literally still have it in the box with the OMG motor, OMG ESC servo, like the whole package, all like top of the line stuff. And I'm like, dude, I don't have time to build it. Can you build it for me? And he's like, yeah, send it over. And it's still sitting like in a corner somewhere, and I haven't even like done nothing with it. I'm so embarrassed.
Oh man, you gotta change that. It's addicting if you give it a try. I mean, all of it.
Oh no, dude,
right.
I have my my RMX. I have that with my Porsche, my Rawwelt brown Porsche that I did with the turbos in the back and all that stuff, and it's hella fun. But the time, man, in the spot that I'm in, I literally, it's me, printers, and Geo. Like, there's no space to do nothing. I'm literally doing stuff with the crushed rubber because it's like in a corner and like it's dead space anyway. So why not? You know? But yeah, it's definitely addicting, and it's another money pit. And dude, I have two VS410s, the original one and the black edition. I put both of them together, and I still haven't run electronics through them. I haven't done nothing, and I bought them out. Yeah, I'm bad, bro. It's bad. I want to do stuff for myself, but a week job or a quick job ends up turning into like a 6-month project because my OCD doesn't allow me to not put a scale rivet there or a nut and bolt, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's bad. It's a gift and a curse all at the same time.
Yo, what do you guys think about the zombie van?
I dig it.
I don't even have words. I love it so much.
I picture something like that for that other van that you showed at the beginning of the show. Like do something like that. Have like
Exo
a
cage.
hole set up at the top or something.
Yeah,
I'm dying. Like, I love it.
I like it. 3D printed.
Oh.
Very cool.
Oh, this reminds me, we have a giveaway going on right now.
What? Let me enter.
If you guys can put this down on our Scale Science, on our Scale Science Facebook page, we're doing a giveaway. We will announce the winner next week at random. Free dynamite tool set coming someone's way. We will ship anywhere in the United States if you win. If you are out of the United States, you got to share that shipping.
If it's free, it's for me.
Yeah, same.
I like free. This is brought to us tonight by our friends at... Well, I had a banner somewhere.
Uh-oh.
Technical difficulties.
It left.
Again, you know.
It happens to the best of us, pal.
Well, we'll give the shout out anyway. This tool set is being provided by our local awesome RC spot, Hobbytown USA in Westminster. Thank you guys. It's an awesome little deal to throw out to everybody. So you need some new tools, man. I've had my same set of dynamites for like 6 years now. Still going strong.
Yeah, I have a mix between the ones that come with the Cross RC Mammoth. They're like, hey, you spent $1,200. Here's a tool set that, by the way, is straight trash. My MIPs, of course, which are not unbreakable because, to be honest, I go through them quite often. I will say, though, they will round out a screw before the tool itself gets rounded out. So that's good. However, if you drop your impact by mistake, that bit will snap.
Ooh.
Yeah. I saved it though, and then I just used my regular chuck driver screwdriver drill bit thingy, and just it worked out anyways. But I got those. I think my favorites, honestly, are A-Mains. They're ProTech ones that's got the holes that look kind of like honeycomb. They've done really good by me, and I like the feel and the texture of the handle and how lightweight it is versus like the MIP, because when you're trying to wrench that RC real fast, your hand starts getting sweaty like you're playing Madden on Xbox, and it starts slipping up. So I rather get something with grip than have to put like grip tape or like stipple or stiple, whatever you call it, the handles on the MIPs.
Yeah.
Is there more pictures of that Z28?
Not yet, but I hope there will be because that thing's pretty freaking sweet.
My man.
Everybody sign up. Like I said, we'll ship it anywhere in the U.S.
Listen, Steve Martin signed up, and that's awesome because let me tell you again, a shameless plug for RC Rock Crawl and his son Nick Pallets, bro. His stuff is awesome. His kid's cool, and it was his birthday the other day too. So happy belated again.
What? Happy birthday!
But he actually stopped playing GTA because Thursday's usually his GTA day. He stopped playing GTA to watch it. He's like, dude, what's going on? I'm trying to watch this show.
I am honored.
Nice. Well, welcome.
Thanks, man. So, I mean, that's a huge honor because I like GTA enough to be like, yo, guys, I'll be back later. All right.
Oh yeah. He'll hit me up and be like, dude, sign in. It's $500,000. I'm like, all right.
That being said, GTA is free on the Epic Store until this evening at midnight. And so you can download that for PC for free, for yours to keep forever too.
Thank you.
And I think you get $1 million online money for downloading it too. But they're having some issues with it. It takes like a week to hit your funds in it. But super rad.
That is.
Oh yeah, Steve.
Exactly.
Thanks, man.
I can't wait for the new Xbox.
Oh yeah. So yeah, guys, Brian sent me a bunch of photos today. I want you guys to just take a gander through what we see. If you see something you like, tell me to stop. But I mean, man, just the level of details
Hey,
on all
don't
these
go
photos.
anywhere.
Crazy.
Um,
Can you give me maybe like 5 seconds of background? Like, what is this? Is it custom or a kit?
Yeah. So all the pictures that I've sent you, they're all custom. Aside from like obviously I didn't build the the axle. I didn't create the axles or the transmission. Those are all parts that I sourced out from kits. But those rims were printed. That cab is printed. Bumper frame rails is scratched. That trailer, the wood on that trailer is actually from a 120-year-old house. That's the actual 120-year-old oak that's on there.
No kidding.
And yeah, it was all scratch built for a customer in New York. That one was actually brought to me by a customer that wanted it super stretched, matching trailer, Christmas lights everywhere. It's definitely not my type of truck, but I enjoyed building it. It was pretty fun.
Dude, that was fire.
that thing is bananas.
That's all scratch built too.
No way.
Okay, can you give me like a rough guesstimate? How many hours?
Give me your hands.
No, I don't have to give you a rough estimate because I can give you an exact time.
You charged that customer like
It was a government experiment gone wrong.
ruh-roh.
You clocked in and clocked out for it.
So that one right there, truck and trailer, was 477 hours with 27 minutes.
Jesus, man.
Oh, I'm figuring out how these used joints come apart.
Can I ask how many zeros might be behind a purchase like that?
That truck and trailer combo there was 7,400, if I'm not mistaken. But that
Wow.
thing has every bell and whistle you can think of. The sound unit on that thing is ear piercing. That space in the back is about this big, and I put like a car speaker in there.
Does it make smoke?
No, I hate the smoke because it's not real if it's not black, and the white one just looks like you blew your motor. So I'm like anti-smoke with that, unless it's a train.
That makes sense. Okay. 100%. That is
That-
humongous?
That's my
What scale is this?
That's my 773G, which is completely scratch built. I actually have multiple posts on social media and my website, detailing all the scratch building, the panels, everything coming together, the glue. That build got me super sick. I did that truck in 277 hours. I started Sunday at 8 a.m. and I finished the build the following Sunday around like 6 or 7 p.m. to make it to a show in Indianapolis 2 days later. Drove with no sleep. I got there. I put the truck on display. And literally, when I went to the hotel that night, I didn't wake up the next day because I had a fever. I was like done.
Oof.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, man. That thing is nuts. What, like, do you have any experience in life with heavy equipment? Is there like some earlier fascination with it, or?
Oh, I love everything construction. Actually, my favorite piece of construction equipment of all time is the backhoe, the Caterpillar backhoe. I like the front bucket, the back, and it's funny.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to build one forever. It's going to be costly, but I've been wanting to do it for me. But again, I don't have crazy time to do it for nothing because I have to keep a roof over my head and I have customers I have to keep happy. But as coincidental as it may seem, or as lucky as it may seem, I had a customer 3 weeks ago that contracted me to build my dream backhoe, coincidentally, but for him. So I basically get to live vicariously through my customers.
That is super cool.
Yep.
You ain't gonna want to let that one go.
No, I'm not. But
Yeah.
that's I'm already planning to do 2 at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, this man is trying to break your heart. Like,
So that right there, that one was a really cool build to do, the green one, because that's literally the Midnight Pumpkin body, and it's got the Ford grill in the front. But what I did was I put 2 bumpers on it to give it a slightly heavier duty look. I did the mirrors for it. I took a bed off of a brooder and I made it look a little more like boxy / kind of like bulky. I printed the rims for it, the Dayton wheels on it, and I did a few little custom things to it, put Forgellis on it, little lock switch in the back. That build literally took me maybe 40 hours, 30 hours to do between the paint, the bodywork, everything, and it was a super fun build, and I forgot where it went, but I think it actually went to Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. One of the owners of a hobby shop there has it.
Nice, man. That thing is killer. I love the big rigs. I've never got one, but
Oh, that's that. When you're talking about rabbit holes, that's probably the deepest of them all. It's like a gateway drug, you know. You start with big rigs, but then you go into the $20,000 excavators and all that good jazz. So that right there is my D5K. That's probably the coolest, smallest piece of equipment I have. I took the brooder conversion and I took it one step further, and I did tab exactly like it should for the body style versus like a generic little dozer. That thing has every bell and whistle, light, sound, everything.
dude, these are awesome, man.
Yeah, that's on the back of Dan Wilson's Nova. It was a pretty badass build. I actually enjoyed painting that thing too with the flat black roof and stuff like that. Very classic, clean, sleek paint job.
nice.
Absolutely.
I think it's
I ordered
mad.
myself a couple of these, so I can't wait to get them and throw them on one of the drag rigs, man. They look
Shoots.
awesome.
Yep.
I like
That's a fully scale scratch design, from scratch, built, painted, printed, 1/12 scale T-72 Russian tank that I did specifically to be on the trailer for the Maz, because you have a Maz, you have the trailer, but you don't have nothing to load it with. You put on another Maz or another vehicle, it's like, it needs to have like an Apache or a tank. So originally, I was going to make that work, but I asked everybody, do you guys want a working tank or do you want it just for aesthetics? And of course, everybody was like, aesthetics, because it'll be cheaper. I sold that kit It would come in pieces. You have to build it yourself. I believe it was like $349.99, and this thing is like from the tip of the cannon all the way to the back. It's a little over 2 feet long.
Dang.
The thing is huge. But I sold maybe 5 or 6 of them, and they became more of a pain in the ass to print all those parts than it was worth. So I kind of just like discoed them.
Man.
Yeah.
You should do a Bradley.
I actually am, because I'm doing the M1070 with the functional M1000 all turning wheels for the trailer, and I'm going to need a Bradley, but the Bradley's going to work.
Okay, cool.
And we're gonna take apart one of our airsoft rifles and retro so that it has the automatic shooting like the Bradley, because the Bradley's not one shot; it's automatic burst. You know.
Yeah, I was a Bradley mechanic in the military.
Did you ever drive a tank, Matt? I was gonna ask that. Did you ever drive a tank?
I drove a few.
That's what's up.
Oh well, good. When that time comes, I'll be hitting you up for some insight.
Hold up, I'm gonna show you the greatest thing for that.
Okay.
Dude, so these 3D printed characters that you do, like I saw the one that you did from like the scale place, and all your friends that you've done and whatnot. Like, what inspired you to do that the first time? Just ultimate scale?
Ultimate scale, man. Like it's the whatever word you want to use to describe, where it's like, why wouldn't you want to have yourself inside your little vehicle? You know, that's the total, like, that's the ultimate. Who doesn't want an action figure of themselves, you know?
I still
Randall's got one in his car with his face
so
on it.
That picture that's up right now, that trailer, that's a 1939 or 40 Fruhoff flatbed trailer, and I literally copied that thing down to the nut and bolt, and those little wires that you saw, the red and blue, are the actual airlines that you would have at the bottom for the brake chamber and all that stuff. I replicated all of that because I wanted it to be, right there's the shot. Like, they're routed specifically like it would be on the real trailer. I got the diagram. I wanted this thing to be so scale, it didn't matter how you took a picture, every angle looked real. I even designed the landing gear for this thing, and it cranks like the real one with the handle.
Wow.
Everything.
Yeah. Damn, man. That's next level.
It's a silly little Lego toy.
Okay.
It has 2 motors.
Yep.
And they just control each of the tracks.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, and that's perfect, because I could literally bring that in out wherever the hell I want.
Right. So I mean, it's motor here.
Yep.
Motor on this side.
Yep.
And then here's the IR controller and the battery pack. So.
See, the way I'm, even for me, I'm looking at it like I don't even care for the electronic side of it, because I could literally put whatever motors I want retrofit to it. But the fact that I can literally adjust my track width and height and length right away is going to take away so much R&D that it's crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Woo!
What?
I like that.
You like cab overs too, huh?
Oh, that's a special K100E that I'm working on, and I'm gonna do a real nice black with like the red and then like the gold pinstriping on it.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, my dad had a brown and tan K100 growing up.
Gotcha.
Then he sold it for TW 600.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah.
Damn, the paper was obviously all pinstriped with the brush. You know, I still do it. So that truck right there, the one that you had the hard on for me to actually show it off and stuff, the owner of that is the guy Steve that I keep shouting out that just came in. He's the owner of that truck.
Oh, hey.
He was like, hey, can you make sure that the Sammy gets shown? And I'm like, dude, they specifically wanted that one to be on the show right now. He owns it. I can't.
He's in chat yelling. RC Supremacy's around here. What up, good sir?
Nice.
Why don't I see any of these comments updating right now, man?
I don't know.
Steven said something about he didn't see us go live. Our Steven said he didn't see us go live.
I watched
Brad, what's
live.
up, bro?
There we go. Nothing much.
Oh, too many comments. Hitting the same one. There we go.
Sammy. Dude, that let me tell you, that's probably the most complete kit that I make for a vehicle. And it's so badass the way everything fits and works because I made it so that the chassis, the body flips up and it comes down and everything's protected and scale motor, everything like that thing. And it's bulletproof, that little monster.
What size is that?
The Power Wagon that he posted up, that is one.
No, the Suzuki.
Sammy.
Oh, the Sammy. That's actually. So I made the kit to work with the short wheelbase TF2 chassis and the Pro Line Sumo body.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Mm.
There's the bully. See, that's how it looked before it looked like that.
Got duty.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks good both ways, but I think to me that looks good. I give more brownie points to trucks I see with more on them because I like people that drive their rigs. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
That scares me.
Yeah.
Being in
Oh
water,
man,
I still can't. I can't get it through my head. Like these are electronics. Cool, we're not.
I dunked my truck today.
Oh no.
About time.
I know.
This is a car show right there, man. I like it.
I overbuild all of my rigs because I don't like working on them. I like to have it where I plug it in and it either works or it doesn't. You know?
Right. I have the box stock Enduro, and I fully submerged it today, and it still runs. So
You built that Yoda in that picture. Did you build that Yoda?
Yes.
That's what's up.
That's the TF2 that I took with me to Moab, to Vegas, to Hong Kong, Portugal.
wow.
It was around the world with me for a bit. Now it's like that body's like beat to crap, but I'm saving it because I'm gonna when I do my scale garage setup, I kind of put it in the back like where it's kind of left rusted with the tarp over it type of deal.
That's what's up.
Give it some cobwebs.
That's the Hellcat right there.
I love the Hot Wheels love. Like we all seem to kind of goof around with all different kinds of hobbies, and a lot of these guys are always messing with Hot Wheels, doing something really cool.
Yep.
Because they're cool.
Yep.
I don't mess with them. Yo.
Yeah, that was definitely fun. And it's crazy because I did 2 of those. And I did 3. And one of them, a good friend of mine, Andy, has, who's like real big and he's one of the reps for M2. The third one I sold to a customer for $150. I'm like, and I didn't ask for the money. He offered that, and I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, sure, no problem.
Right?
Bad.
Oh, the Tomahawk. That's one of Kenny Hawk's builds. I built that for SEMA and took it to SEMA that year so that it was on display with the 1-to-1.
For who?
That's awesome.
Kenny Hawk in PA from Hawk Machines.
Okay.
Matt, look this up so I can share your screen of the real one.
Yeah, look up the real.
If you can, please.
Yeah. Oh gosh, loud noises.
The rep at M2, if you're listening, like I'm looking for those slam square body C10s, holla at your boy.
Actually, I don't know if it's a square. I know I have some Chevys that were from one of the years in SEMA I bought because I always buy all the SEMA ones and then I end up keeping some or I sell some. But I still have a good amount of Hot Wheels and M2s that I'm getting rid of. So
Nice.
What am I pulling up?
look up Jeep Tomahawk. Yep, Hawk Designs, except it's HAUK. Kenny is good people, man. I know Kenny personally, and he's a trip to be around. He's super awesome. We were actually going to do, I don't know if you guys remember or if you guys are around for that, but I did Northeast Scale Shootout a few years back, and we were going to do part 2 because it was so good, the first one, and the part 2 was actually going to be in Kenny Hawk's basically property with his one-to-one machines there and all that stuff. But then it fell through because weather and all kinds of stuff. It got postponed and people just got busy. And now the corona happened. So God only knows when we're going to be going to events now.
Man, seriously. It's been slow going. Definitely not anywhere close to normalcy. I'm glad some businesses are able to open up around us, but
Yeah.
You know, not to get out political, but I heard like I was reading some article like 500 plus some doctors are getting on Orange Man, telling him he needs to open the country because this doesn't make sense.
Yep.
man, that's awesome.
Yeah, let me see if I can get to. I think I have.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
Yup. I found the 2014 video.
Here's another. Hold on. Let me do this. Bam.
Don't be like this. There we go.
Yeah, I sat inside this thing too. Like this thing, all the machines he builds are badass, and I love the fact that it just gets creative and everything is different. You know?
absolutely.
So you can drive it from either side, like both sides are functional.
Oh yeah. No, the other
Yeah,
one.
that might be an old shit handle.
Yeah, the other one just acts as an old shit handle, but it, you know.
That'd be sweet though, dude. You just be like, yo, you want to drive it for a second?
I mean, like, that's a cool way to start it, but you literally just showed the internet how to start your truck.
It's all right because he doesn't own it anymore. He sold it.
Someone else's problem.
You got to get through some Dobermans, then you got to get through some Rottweilers, then you got to get through some lasers, then you got to get through a fence. Then
Lasers.
Then you got to get through some warping freaking
Yeah.
Gatling gun.
Then you need to get through sharks with lasers.
right?
Freaking laser. Yeah.
Laser beams.
Hey, I found another one. You quit being an ad, you.
Hey, there's your boat you were talking
Shameless plug for Horizon.
Horizon, we love you.
Send us some stuff to show on the show. Play with.
Flag.
about. Yeah, Matt needs a boat.
Yeah, dog, I need a boat and a trailer.
That would be funny as hell if I end up showing up in one of these videos.
It's like, what's up, guys?
Yeah. Hey, it's
Got a
me.
cast iron LS3.
Check out On
That-
the Haul rig.
That's how I drove around. I literally walked behind this thing at SEMA.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. Yep.
I dig it.
I miss
What?
that show.
I know. Me too.
So this was
Getting
a
down.
too because this was actually my Jeep YJ. This is an actual one-to-one replica of my YJ minus the Hellcat, of course, because I don't got Hellcat money. I had like a little 4-bit in there, but I can pretend for the RC side of it, you can obviously make it better.
Yeah.
Yoda.
That's why I like RC.
Dude, that thing, man, that short wheelbase, dude, I love me some leaf spring hard bodies, and the way I tune all of my RC 4-wheel drive chassis, man, those things will outperform any 4-link, 3-link, any day of the week, twice on Sunday, guarantee it.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I
With
mean, I know in this world, people love them.
With a full exhaust there.
That is super cool.
Thing is sexy, bro.
Yeah,
I like. Did these scratches hurt?
No, those don't hurt as much as the paint ones do.
You're watching 100 hours of sanding go
And
down
it's
the drain.
funny because I actually have that truck. those are the Pitbull. Those are the Rock Beast, the baby 155 Rock Beast, and they came out. I tested the prototypes at Florida and in Jersey when it was snowing. So I had those first ones before everybody, and I was testing them on that rig. And in Florida, I actually have footage of the GoPro in the passenger seat, and I'm doing this obstacle, and I can't see because I'm around this other like mountain kind of thing, and I'm like, oh, I got this, and all of a sudden I hear kutung, 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 and I'm like, oh crap. I go and I look, swear to God, bro, my high lift popped off the hood. Nothing broke. There was no roof. It literally was just the thin ass frame that I cut. And yeah, it was good. And my heart fell to my ass. I was like, oh man, I just spent like 1 million hours doing this thing and I just broke it.
Definitely.
A little WD-40.
Yeah.
This is some of the new stuff that you're doing with resin, yeah?
Yeah, so with the resin, we got a few of those printers in. We got a few more on the way. I'm going to start pushing the envelope of the detail for a lot of certain things that I feel are they need to have that detail. But also, too, like, for example, with those wrenches, I'm going to start selling a lot of tools and stuff for my new toolboxes that I'm going to be releasing. But they're going to be on that do-it-yourself side of things because I feel like the RC community is becoming more do-it-yourself, especially now with all this thing and people being home and not really being able to go to a shop and get work done. I think it's pretty awesome to be like, hey, here's a ratchet set, you know, it's $6 and you get it and you drop some chrome on it, some black or whatever your jam is. And, you know, you can kind of pimp it out to your standards. And it's less options that I offer because the more options I offer, the more people always want to buy what I don't have, you know?
Shout out to Hill Valley. Shout out to Hill Valley.
Dude, this little replica right here is this is pretty incredible. I love it. Back to the Future, we had a long discussion about this multiple times already.
Oh yeah.
We need a DeLorean.
Dude, that little rig, I did the kit for that rig where you take the axles and it actually becomes leaf under axle versus being over just like the real Samurais, which is why it's so low down. But that skid plate is flush with the bottom of the body, and that thing is like glued to rocks. You would not believe how well that thing crawls.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, man. Awesome. Well, guys, that's going to bring us up to our next section tonight. We're going to do our 5-minute Instagram scroll. Started off tonight with Scoutworks 124. Look at some of these details. Pretty sweet.
Nice.
Crazy.
I was digging on these little like cord looking braided hoses. I don't know, just the way that cord is on there, it definitely has that different look. It's pretty sweet.
Yep.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Is that 10 scale or 24 scale?
24th, I believe. I believe all this guy's stuff is all 24. Shout out to Drew down from Drift Lab Circuit, man. Getting down with the drones. He's got a lot of good footage on his channel. Check it out.
What?
Woo! That's tight.
Body though.
I dig it.
Wow. Oh man, someone needs to pull up those C10 freaking toaster conversions.
Oh, dude, I forgot all about those.
So amazing.
They're so beautiful. Sorry, I'm trying to send Team Associated an email.
All right, Karen.
Are you waiting?
They sent me a strip screw.
Oh, those bastards. How could they?
It's like my second time having to pull apart the transmission because they're like, can you send me a picture? Jerks already put it together.
Let me tell you, that looks like the UMG body on that thing, but it reminds me, it's probably one of my favorite kits, honestly, the UMG 10 kit and all the stuff that I've been able to make for it. And like, that's one rig that I'm proud that I didn't go full blown retard scale on it. I made it look realistic, but I kept the interior. I added a few little things. I added some parts that I made for it in the back, but I didn't do like an engine bay or full blown interior because I wanted to just have a rig that I can plug in, go beat the snot out of, and just not have to worry about having to take off 13 bolts to take my engine bay out to get to my battery that only lasts 15 minutes because I need a full interior and I can't fit a full-size battery. And yeah, I love that UMG, man. It's definitely an awesome rig. I love that body, the cage, the way they set that up was really, really good, I think.
Definitely. Man, Randall, what do you think of this Miata right here, dude?
Dang.
Dude, I like that front end actually. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, that's pretty.
The mesh wheels are nice.
Yeah, the wheels are super cool.
Yeah.
Look at how fast the fast ones are.
And it also looks like it never would drive ever.
Why's that?
Oh, that's fine.
Bro,
I'll take my chances.
the air ride to make that car look like that, man, got to ride like you throwing a brick down a street, literally.
Yeah,
It's a render.
but I think in RC I could maybe get away with it.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
Ooh,
That's cool.
this thing is sick, man. I love that.
Yep.
Custom shaping it. Woo! That looks like fun. Oh, wait. But wait, there's more. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sign me up.
Wow.
That's a road. Dude, I want to take my bike there, man. Whew.
Let's do it.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, see, I'm a Porsche man through and through, man. Every time I see that stuff, it gets me all riled up.
Isle of
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
I'm a Porsche and I'm a Dodge man. That's me, man. Mopar, no car. That's how I was raised. That's how I feel. Can't change my mind. It is what it is.
I mean, you can feel
You
wrong.
gotta love what
That's
you gotta
okay.
love, man.
I mean,
Being wrong is okay sometimes.
listen, there's worse options out there. I mean, there's definitely worse options out there. They make Fords and Chevys still. So
Both on the die. Hey, I wasn't gonna
They
get
make Fords.
involved, but
Let's-
hey,
let's
wasn't
just
gonna
leave
get
it at-
involved in that shit. But okay, both on the die. You know what I'm saying?
Let's just leave it at
whatever.
there's terrible Fords
Here
out
we
there.
go.
Yo, fans, what do you guys think in a future episode we have Fords versus Chevys versus Dodges? The time-old tale debate, but let's find some evidence of why we like what we like. Huh?
Like a
You guys
BMW,
down for that?
oh, I got facts for days. You don't want to go there, bro.
bruh.
I got an ace up my sleeve with the Fords, man. So
I feel for you. Listen, when I had the body shop, my best customers were Ford owners, no lie, because they were all coming in with their like 2002 F350 ugly ass front end, and they're like, "Yo, you can do the 2010 conversion on this thing, and I want 26-inch Alcoa wheels with the stretched tires." And they were nice builds, don't get me wrong, especially the 7.3s, because I'll give Ford that. The 7.3 was a killer motor.
Yeah.
Then they came out with that 6-point junk and all the other stuff they got now, and aluminum body panels, and like, really, for Christ's sake, like, it's a work truck.
yeah,
Big pain in the butt truck.
I do know though that EcoBoost freaking rips, man.
Yeah,
The
but see,
EcoBoost does rip.
that
It fucking rips.
EcoBoost doesn't hold a candlelight to Dodge's Eco Diesel.
Yeah,
It's a fact,
but
bro.
at least here in the Midwest, gas is cheaper than diesel.
How much is your diesel out there right now?
Probably like $1.95
And
to
that's
$2.
expensive?
Well, like unleaded is in some places down to like 66 cents right now.
Oh yeah, that's
What?
crazy. That's crazy. I ain't never seen no shit like that ever in my life. The
He's
fuel,
telling
Yeah.
stories, bro.
the gas
I
out
mean,
here is
gas
like
point too, but
unleaded is like $1.89 right now, and diesel for us is like $2.25, which is pretty damn cheap.
Which is silly because it's a byproduct of gas.
yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, well, this is them taking advantage and like elbow deep, bro. Elbow
Damn you,
deep.
Greenspan.
Yo, here's a quick shout I want to give everyone. When anyone argues that what you got ain't scale, someone in the real world has done it. Look at the size of this freaking pipe on this car right here.
Yo, for real. I see shit
Yeah, you're
like
right.
that all the time.
It's scale, man. It's scale. That's all I got to say. Oh, that's a sick shot. Is that The Rock? What the hell?
Hey,
Yes.
do you see have you seen the caption on that? Like, read the caption.
What?
Can you name this beast?
Yeah.
Heh.
Oh, damn. Clean.
Man.
Actually, I'm about to send you guys a little picture. Hold on.
Bro.
Just a little one.
That's not a bad idea there, Dave.
I'm down.
Ooh, it's that RB20. That's
What
nice.
happened? I forgot. Ford,
Nice.
Chevy, or Dodge?
Thanks for tuning in.
Official
Oh,
Black
the fuck,
Turtle.
buddy.
I got your back, bro. Good stuff.
Got that
You know what's
210.
up.
Man, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here's a picture of my bike. I just sent it to you guys. Actually, here's a
150 mile an hour entry into this turn right now. Are you guys watching this?
Mm-hmm.
How many times
What?
have you seen this already?
Why is he getting out of a helicopter, though?
Couple.
I don't know. Cinematic effect.
Right? That's just extra.
for no reason.
You know,
I
we're
don't know.
Wasting our taxpayer dollars.
Right?
Damn, ripping though.
Killing it. I'm so jelly. I wish I had a skirt stick.
Oh man, isn't it ironic too that it just happens to be a Ford too? Just killing it.
Yeah,
Chelsea kills it in everything. His practice car's a BMW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they're
but that's also a Ford.
known for crowd surfing too. So you know they hold
Just
the
kidding.
record for that.
Yeah. That too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I mean, hell, we need entertainment at the same time, right?
And stupid
Right.
people, like, they get gone in crowd surfing accidents too.
You can't get complacent at a car show. People would just be standing there looking dumb. So you gotta wake them up. Wake up.
You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Yeah. You said you wanted to be a rap superstar, man.
Big house, 5 car.
Exactly.
What freaking
Man,
gear is
Down
this?
with the Welds. Oh, here we go.
Bam! I just sent you a nice little set of pictures that might get some people a little happy.
Just tailgate course here on TikTok mode.
That's my baby, and I scratch built that entire thing from start to finish, ground up, every single thing, every nut bolt, every wire, everything.
Man. She is ripping.
Is that what this is?
One more.
I think so. Yes. I'll flip.
Here's some Friday night vibes for us, huh?
Ooh.
Definitely.
Hey, is the sign up full?
Not yet.
All right.
We're close though. We're
Get on
close.
it, man. Get on it.
Who else going?
Everyone except
be
you
there.
so
Bruh.
far. Sorry. Had to.
Long out drive.
Hey, our drivers should be here tomorrow. As a matter of fact, they shipped yesterday.
What?
Yeah, they're coming UPS. So I don't know if I'll have them when I get to the track, but I'll for sure have them when I get home from the track. You know, like UPS be delivering late, so.
Yeah, no worries, man. That's awesome. Thank you, Randall.
Everybody be delivering late.
Ooh, my longboard's on its way. I know y'all tired of hearing of it.
I want to ride it. Fool. What you talking about?
So this is yours, man.
So that's I built that thing from start to finish, you know, and I did that to match my CRX. I sent you the pictures of my CRX when it was white. I don't have any of it now in the macadamia brown. I obviously painted it Porsche macadamia brown since I couldn't afford a Porsche. You know, that's kind of that. But before I painted it brown, it was Lamborghini pearl white, which is that picture's there. I hand laid the carbon Kevlar on the hood, the fenders, and the dash, all hand laid by me. I painted the valve cover to look like there was no valve cover, so kind of like, you know, the internals painted. Did the right-hand drive. I have the glass top. Every single JDM part you can buy for this car, I sourced, I put on. I used to go to Honda Day every year to all the different Honda Days. I probably have like 300 first place trophies sitting in boxes because I got nowhere to put them for this thing. This will probably die with me. Yeah, this definitely has a lot of blood, sweat, tears. I redid this car 4 times in 4 years, 4 different motors, 4 different wheels, 4 different interiors, and 4 different paint jobs.
How much you want for it?
Nothing.
God.
It's
what's this setup right here?
That's a K20 out of the Type S. It's fully tuned, all motor, 277 wheel horsepower. The fastest I ran with it was a 10.74, I think it was. And that was on Falcon Azzini street tires. That wasn't even on slicks, because if I had slicks, I'd break it. The one thing I did not do to this car, because I was in a rush to get it done and I didn't have the time to wait, was I did not go LSD. So when I slam this sucker in the second gear, if I don't have my elbow pitched on my my door panel and hold that steering wheel tight, it kicks to the right, you wouldn't believe.
Yeah,
Don't fear the torque steer.
Dude, and then I have literally torsion bars, everything. Like, this has no play, but when I power shift, that sucker's like, like it gets that rattling, boy. Yeah.
That's
I had a Cobalt that used to do that.
Yep, that was my jam.
Man, that's cool, man.
Ooh,
yeah, I think the car thing just runs deep with all of us, like past, present, and future. Like, we are all car guys at heart in the real life, and I think having the RC it's the vicarious way to enjoy it in the interim of having real car things going on.
Definitely.
Or in the interim of being broke.
Look at that thing, man.
What is this? Oh, man.
That's the Fast and the Furious one.
I love it. I can't even be upset.
A little something for your viewers I just sent you.
Right on, man.
I'm excited.
That's cool.
Man, little
Mini
micro.
cars.
Oh, that's good. That looks fast. Oh,
Oh, that pinstriping though.
Yep, that shit's fire.
man. Beth is so sick. She actually she pinstriped my helmet for me.
Cool. I learned how to pinstripe on the internet.
Yeah, man. I've always been fascinated by it. It's such a just work of art. Like,
It's painstaking, let me tell you.
yeah, I definitely know that. I think for myself, like, I get almost as much enjoyment out of watching them do it as I do like having the final piece of it. You know, like,
Yep.
watching somebody throw those lines down and stuff is just like, I don't know, it's mesmerizing. I get lost in that. I could watch that for hours at a time.
Have you ever seen Steve Kafka's videos?
I haven't.
Yes.
Watching that thing like go from lines to just a masterpiece.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. This guy's art as well, man. He does like a drawing of the day sometimes on his live, and just he'll draw with like a burnt like toothpick. I mean, he just does all kinds of goofy stuff, but his style is really old school, like tattoo, pop art kind of stuff. It's really tight.
Let me find my buddy. He's a local artist.
Brian, you guys gonna do anything with the Forerunner?
Yeah, I already have grill plans, interior. Yeah, I got a few plans for it.
Nice, man. Woo! Damn.
Oh, wow.
Aggressive, yeah.
Dude, that thing is replicatable. Right on.
Where'd my truck go?
Oh yeah. Before it gets too late, I'll throw it out. Anyone have any questions for Brian? Go ahead and throw them up in the comments in the chat. And otherwise, my bad, Brian. Let me pull up this link here.
Yay, Dorito, finally.
Oh, sorry, Randall.
Oh, you're good.
Randall's over here getting it in on the corner.
All right, let me make sure I get to the right one.
Nice. Look at all that grease. I like it.
And strip screw. I'm upset about it, but it's cool.
Did you carrying it up?
Yeah.
No, I just nicely contacted the warranty people, and they're like, "Yo, dog, we got you.
Facts.
All right, guys.
Put your truck back
I'm
together
about
7
to,
times."
I'm about to show you guys some stuff. You're gonna
Oh,
love
don't
this.
do it. Don't hurt me.
If you want to make an order for one of these guys, use the code Scale Science at checkout for 10% off your order. The
Oh,
Joe Exotic.
That's
Scale
your entire
Science.
order of ERC goodies. So you can put as much ERC stuff in there, and it's 10% off the entire order.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome, man.
Nice.
Thank you.
Dude, the show, like, I was probably the last person on earth to watch this whole Joe Exotic
I
Tiger.
still ain't seen it.
And
Me
honestly,
neither.
Steve, actually, it's funny because Steve was like, dude, did you watch it? And I'm like, no. And he's like, you got to watch it. I'm like, is it good? He's like, no, it's so fucking stupid. It makes no sense. And you're going to be like, how the hell did you get away with murder and this and that? So now I was intrigued. And I'm like, let me watch it. Dude, I watched it. I feel like I killed 37 brain cells. But I bet you everybody's going to want a Joe Exotic figure in their vehicle. Come on.
I mean, it's the thing, so yeah, probably.
Carol
Definitely
Baskin.
Goddamn Carol
you
Baskins.
forced you into donating to his prison cause.
Yeah. Listen, you know what? I'll make a figure and send it to him.
Carol Baskins for president?
No.
Hell no.
Hold on.
Is that a thing?
No.
I'm starting a movement, damn it.
No, we don't want another one of those, please.
Too late. We're all screwed. Oh no, my bearings. Oh, get down there. Thank you.
Boop, boop.
Brian, way to have the notice on there so everyone knows that shipping.
Oh no, it doesn't work.
What?
It doesn't work, and I'll tell you why. You see how you have to physically X out of it?
Yeah.
I still get people that are like, hey, I placed an order yesterday. Do you know when it's going to ship? I got to tell you, man, I probably say the same thing over and over again. And it gets to like the 10th customer, and you're like, you want to be like, what the hell? You don't listen? Like, don't you read? But you're like, I can't do it because it's not his fault. He doesn't know that I just answered 9,000 other people with the same question. So you
Right.
put it up. Yeah, put exotic. It'll come up. For some reason, the picture's not coming up, but it'll pop up.
I'm gonna order something and then 10 minutes later message you. You know when it's gonna ship.
Dude, literally, it's like
Hey Brian, did you ship it yet, man? I just ordered it 2 seconds ago. Okay.
no.
That's happening.
It's
Ordering it
literally-
right now. Have you
It's
shipped it
literally
yet?
like, hey, bro. So I was thinking about ordering something, but I wanted to see if you had it in stock and could you ship it yesterday?
Yeah.
So I put that up. We make sure that you have to X through that. You have to X through a bunch of things and understand that, like, right now, I'm one guy who's basically working from home. This is actually my first day back in the shop because I said, screw it. I got to keep a roof over my head. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'll be here by myself. And, you know, I'm probably a week, 2 weeks out on certain orders if it's not in stock that got to be made. But it's nothing crazy. I stopped shipping overseas because literally it normally takes 2 to 3 weeks to get to Germany, let's say. Now with the COVID, it's taking almost a month before they even decide to scan it in. I got people filing claims on PayPal. And if it ends up being where it doesn't show movement for 20 days, PayPal automatically gives them the money back. And then I have to like fight to get it back, even though I show proof that it was delivered, and it's like a nightmare. So I said, you know what? I'm sorry. If you're overseas and you want to order, contact me directly. I'll make sure that you understand that it can take a month. It can take 4 months, you know, and if you're okay with that, great. If you're not, my apologies, but I can't keep sending out product and then having a customer be like, I didn't get it. And then when they do get it, they don't say, hey, I got it. Here's your money back. They just keep quiet.
Right.
You know, it's
Yeah.
rough.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Right on. Well, we didn't get any questions from out there, man. Brian, I would just have to say, if you had to choose, do you have a favorite build?
That power wagon. Tell me I'm wrong.
So, crawler, it's going to be a tie between my Power Wagon and my YJ.
Okay.
Semi truck, my CT660, the black, yellow, and black cat, yellow, and white 18 wheeler that's got all the aluminum work in the back and all that fancy stuff. That's definitely my favorite semi truck that I've built to this day, which is going to get trumped very soon by the one I'm building for my father, which is a replica of his, which is the all-time best truck in my opinion. It's 2014. Peterbilt 379 long nose cat 550 twin turbo. This uni-built sleeper, like I'm going full blown. Actually, here's the back side of it.
Ooh.
Here's the back side of it, right? And I don't know if you can notice, but I already started drilling
Yeah.
and riveting everything.
That sneak peek life.
This is the cab.
That's exciting.
So you can kind of get the gist here. Let me work my magic hands real quick. Hold on.
And with the magic of television.
Yeah, with the magic of television, we will make this look like a complete truck.
All right, people. Use your imagination.
So this thing is going to trump my CT660 simply because it's going to have a replica of my father in it. The door panels are actual stitched leather that I'm going to hand stitch with the stitched seats, full-blown motor, lights, sound, every bell, every whistle. Yep, right there. There you go. Yep.
That is so sick, bro.
And then piece of equipment, my 773G, that dump truck that made me sick. I have a sick, twisted love for that. So I'd have to say those are my top, you know.
I get it.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome,
Although
man.
this M1070 and the M1000 trailer with 32 directional wheels that'll be turning and stuff, I think that's going to be pretty breathtaking when it's done.
I'm gonna need to see that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can bet that'll be a clip of the week when it's out, man. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Oh, there went my battery. That's okay.
Well, Brian, I want to thank you for coming on with us tonight, man. I had a blast with you. Awesome to see all the projects you've completed, man. You got real talent for what you do.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys having me on. I'm glad that you guys are doing this stuff because this is one of those ideas that I wanted to do a long time ago with a million others, and I just don't have the time, the patience. So the fact that you guys are doing it, it gives people like me. I love background noise, and I like stuff that I could stop building and look over and be like, oh, that's pretty cool. So this show and amongst others is definitely cool that you guys are doing that because we need more of that, especially now that people are stuck at home. I think they've probably been watched everything they possibly could, and now they're running out of shit to watch. You know,
Or on YouTube.
Yeah.
Shit's dangerous.
I've had people tell me that they're interested. I haven't really gone further, but I kind of want to because I love doing scenery and weathering. I've had people tell me, hey, man, do like a live feed once a week or even once every other week, like showing us and giving pointers. And so I think I'm going to try to do that because I have the equipment to do it. I just got to set it up and actually do it, you know?
Do it. Yep. No,
For
doing
sure.
it's the hardest part. I hear you 100% though, man. People really seem to thrive on that.
Once you get support from people, that's kind of what drives you, you know? I got to tell you, I've realized that I feel like everybody's already seen everything, and it's not true because I feel like I can post the same picture every day and somebody new will see it. So I feel like when I'm mentally drained or I'm like, man, I kind of just don't feel like working on anything, I'll post up a picture of a build I did maybe a month ago, a year ago, 10 years ago, and somebody new will see it and they'll be like, dude, that's the greatest thing ever. Oh my God. And now you get that sudden jolt of inspiration. Like, I want to build something new to get more reactions like this because honestly, the best part about this hobby for me is the reaction. I love the customer that gets their build and they're blown away and they're like, dude, you exceeded my expectations. Or that customer that walks past and sees somebody else's rig and they're like, bro, this thing looks so real in pictures. Oh my, and just that reaction, that right there seals the deal for me. That's probably better than any monetary thing that I can get because it's genuine and it's legitimately a person in awe. Like, wow, oh my God, you know?
Heck yeah.
Definitely.
So I think that's pretty cool.
Like all of
agree
Randall's
100%.
bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You mean
Got-
freaking body
So
me?
Yeah, you. Funny looking.
Holes in my stuff. Let the internet tell you.
What? You got body holes? Oh, that's gross. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot.
if you guys are available tomorrow night, we'll be going live from the track, getting some slides in with everybody. Tune in around 7 p.m. and we'll throw something up. Let us know on Facebook or Instagram tomorrow. What do you want to see? Competition tomorrow or just some slides, etc. Should have some good door banging action. Andy's got his Whitey 2 pretty close to dialed, I hope, because it looks like he's working on the crawler now.
Yep.
Yo, how them sliders running? How they
They're a
look?
little bit too long.
I see it, smidge. I don't think that's gonna affect much though.
And
It
it.
sticks out in the back, but
It's all good.
Just get some exhaust pipes, fill that gap.
There you go.
right.
Problem solved.
They make shorter ones. I might just buy the shorter ones, sell these.
What's their overall length?
Want to buy some sliders? 177 mil.
Let me pull out my thingies. Man, mine don't even go up that big, bruh.
And we just want to remind everyone, too, if you guys want to sponsor a future episode of Scale Science, get yourself a shout-out in front of a few people and, maybe throw a giveaway or something our way so we can entice more people to check out the channel. Shoot us an email, hit us up on Facebook, get on Instagram, whatever you got to do. We'll try to come your way in some more things. Yeah, Matt wants a boat. K-pop. Talk him into one of those jet boats.
Man, speaking of K-pop, so let me tell you, I tried to make that wheel. Like, I spent, all day trying to make that wooden wheel on the lathe, and I kept breaking them. And then these fools going to tell me, you used a hole saw. And I'm like, oh.
Oh,
I've had some
he
dumb
posted a picture of it on top of a hole saw.
So like I saw the picture, I only saw the wheel. All I saw was the wood grain wheel, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna make this on the lathe. I'm looking for any excuse to use the lathe. So I'm like,
You know, it's funny that you say that because one of my good friends, he's like, I'm not using this. It's like one of those micro mark, like the mini lathes, but it's good for like little RC stuff. So I'm like, man, all right, cool. He sends it to me, and I'm looking for excuses to use it, and I haven't even used it, and I've had the thing for like 3 months.
I use it to like shave tires or I usually make shift knobs or other things, but here lately it's been collecting dust. So I saw this and I was like, yeah, the lathe.
And actually, while I got you drift nuts on the line, if you have any requests, you might want to put them in now or message me because I am messing with already the heat pressing, and I'm going to be coming out with my own fenders, my own engine bays. So if there's a specific motor for your drifters you're trying to get that you can't get, I'm going to be doing a mix of the Lexan with, you know, some scale accessory parts to make the motors really pop and stuff like that. So
13B.
Dude, if you wanna make $1 million, A Plastics is dropping the DeLorean body in the standard configuration. So if you make the Lexan pops for the Back to the Future bodies, man, it's over. You win.
Well then I guess I'm gonna be winning because Gio's got a hard on for everything Back to the Future. This guy's actually, I don't know if you guys have seen him, but those metal 1/8 scale kits that you can buy like pieces individually until you build the whole thing. Yep. He's building one of the 1/8 scale DeLoreans, and when he got the first piece, it was a bumper and a fender. Dude, the car is actually made out of aluminum like the real one, and that thing was so scale looking. I wanted to hack it up and turn it into like a crawler.
Wait. What is this thing? This aluminum?
Hold on a second.
I'm about to slip, boys.
Yeah, a couple of
Hold up.
Riding from El Salvador. That's rad.
You were talking about Gone in 60 Seconds. They just released the same thing for Eleanor in 8th scale.
Oh, is that?
Damn.
Is that thing we were looking at earlier? That was quarter.
So if you guys didn't keep up with it, K-Pop's chassis is looking mighty complete with those seats in there, man. I'm getting a little jelly. Like I'm gonna need to start printing another one for myself.
What is this?
So this is a file that is online that you can purchase. This guy's designed basically the unibody style of a chassis with some tube frame, and then it's got a front motor mount in it and rear axle setup. Independent, all 3D printable. All the gears are 3D printable, and the file's only about $20.
What scale is it?
10.
10 scale, 257 millimeter wheelbase.
But now this is for drift or for crawl or just in general for you to make whatever you want to make?
This specific one is set up tuned for drifting in mind.
Okay. So you're now every part on this is printable, or you have to use components from existing?
No, currently the file is all printable, but people are already starting to like retrofit different parts into their prints since they're buying the files from the guy, and then they're just open source modifying their own files with input from different chassis. Like one of the ones we showed last week, the guy retrofit some Tamiya axles into his. From an older like CC01 or something like that. So he had a solid rear axle in the back end with the gears and everything nice and smooth. So I'm interested to see here in the future, kind of what comes with this chassis. Like it's almost just like the first iteration that came out, and to see how people are going to get wild with it. Like having the front motor mount, I think is going to be cool. So anyone that has like the can fitting motors in the arsenal of 3D print stuff, like they're already going to stand out in this chassis. Like the guy that printed it or designed the file, he released a RB26 motor that fits with the motor into it.
Nice.
And it looks awesome fit up in there. It fills the engine bay really good. Andy's going to be doing like a 2JZ with his, and
K-Pop has DLS with his.
Yeah, K-Pop's doing V8 strokes on his. So
nice.
Should be pretty sweet. We'll keep everyone updated with more on this chassis as people continue to complete them and make more things happen. And shout out to everyone building them up. But with that said, let's wrap up tonight's episode. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, and just want to say see you guys next week. Make sure you jump on the Scale Science Facebook page and join that giveaway. All you got to do is post a photo of your car in the comments and like the Scale Science Facebook page to be eligible to win.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Cool.
Yeah, like, subscribe, hit the bell. Brian, thanks again for being on, man. Pleasure.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, anyone that came on from
pleasure,
Brian's side that joined us tonight. It was fun.
Yeah, super
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me.
Always.
Right on. Take it easy, everybody. We'll see you guys here shortly. How about tomorrow, in fact?
Word.
Good night.
There you go. Peace.
Night, everybody.